Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm coming back to you with another Valentine's Day video. I got this idea from McClune's. It's the stuffed crab shrimp. Delicious, guys. You really going to impress whoever you're making this for Valentine's Day. So y'all know I don't like introductions. Let's hop right into the video because we got a lot to cover. So first we want to start off making our base for our crab meat. So you just want to start off with a 1/4 cup of mayo, or like a big spoon of mayo, and then 1 egg, and then you just want to whisk that together until it becomes, the consistency is going to be kind of loose. Once you do that, then you want to add in your seasonings, guys. All I'm adding in is a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce, a teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce, a teaspoon of Old Bay, a splash of black pepper, a teaspoon of honey Dijon mustard, and then just squeeze a half a lemon. Just squeeze all the juice out of a half a lemon. About a tablespoon of thyme, fresh thyme, and then 1 tablespoon of parsley. Once you have everything incorporated, mix that all around together, and that's pretty much your base. This is your foundation for your crab meat, guys. If y'all watch my crab cakes video, my crab cake slider videos, I always use this base when I'm doing anything as it relates to like a crab cake. So once that's mixed all around, you want to take your jumbo lump crab meat, guys, and just add that, I have a pound of crab meat, and I'm going to add that all to my mixture. And then you want to take a spatula, guys, and carefully incorporate your base into your crab meat. Be careful though, because you don't want to break up those lump pieces. We want the lump pieces. So just take your spatula and carefully just fold in. See how I'm doing it? Fold in the sauce in the crab meat, guys. And then I go ahead and add about a handful of breadcrumbs to my crab meat mixture. Guys, I say add the breadcrumbs because it helps it to stiffen up, because we kind of want our crab cakes to be stiffened on the shrimp so they don't like fall apart when we put them in the oven. So add just a handful of panko breadcrumbs, and then we're going to place this in our refrigerator for about an hour to an hour and a half, just so the crab and the breadcrumbs can absorb, and it can, I told you, stiffen up a little bit. And then we're going to move on to our shrimp. So we have our colossal shrimp that I got from Sam's Club, y'all. The bigger the shrimp, the better. And what I'm going to do to this shrimp is take off the shell, but leave the tail on, guys. And then I'm going to butterfly it. But I'm only going to butterfly the center of the shrimp. Like, you'll see what I'm doing. So I'm going to take my knife, and instead of going all the way to the edge, I'm only going to cut in the middle. You see how I cut in the middle? I'm going to show you. You see how I only cut in the middle? I didn't go all the way to that edge. That will help your shrimp to stand up perfectly, guys. So don't butterfly it all the way down to the end of the shrimp. Just butterfly the center of the shrimp, and then you'll see it'll just stand up perfectly. So that way when we put our crab meat in the middle of our shrimp, it's gonna look fire. So we're going to do this for all of our shrimp, and then I'm going to come back and show you guys what I do next. So now that our shrimp is ready, I went ahead and rinsed my shrimp in some cool water, and then took a towel and just pat dried the shrimp. And what I'm going to do is I took a half a stick of butter, about a teaspoon of minced garlic, and then a teaspoon of parsley. And I'm just going to dip all of my shrimp into this sauce, guys. This is very important because you want your shrimp to have some type of flavor. To me, the star of the show is the crab cake on top of the shrimp. But when you have your shrimp seasoned and it's buttery and it has some type of flavor to it too, I'm just going to breathe in and out because it's absolutely delicious. So you want to dip all your shrimp into the sauce. And then once we have that, we will then be ready to add our crab meat to our shrimp, guys. And this is very, 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 very simple. Very simple to do. It just looks complicated. So once our shrimp is ready, we're going to take our crab meat out the refrigerator, and I'm just going to take a spoonful of crab meat and kind of just make it into a ball. And I kind of eye it. So if I make the crab cake a little bigger, I'm going to put it on a bigger piece of shrimp, guys. You don't want so much crab meat that is falling off your shrimp when you place it into the oven. You want it to kind of be like perfect, because that little like seat we made on the shrimp, that's what I'm calling it, a seat. You want the ball to fit perfectly in the middle of the shrimp, guys, as you see I'm doing. If it's too big, then take a little bit of crab meat off and then place it back in there. So you kind of just want to eye it, measure your, how you making your balls, and then just fit, it should fit in like a glove, honestly. And just kind of, if you want it a little secure, take that tail and kind of just like place it in the crab cake so it can kind of sit. And then I like to place these in my refrigerator for 45 minutes, and I'm going to cut my stove on 450 degrees, guys, and we're going to let that cook for at least about 12 to 15 minutes. We want it to be a little brown on top. But then we're going to move on to making some sauteed spinach. And we don't want to overdo our sauteed spinach, guys. So all I'm doing is adding a tablespoon of olive oil, my fresh spinach, some salt and pepper to taste, and 1/4 of a teaspoon of minced garlic. That's it. We don't want too many flavors in our meal because, again, the star of the show for me is the stuffed crab shrimp, but also our sauce. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are making another sauce, guys. Everything, I feel like every good meal has a good sauce. So we don't want, anything to overpower anything. So just keep it real simple with your sauteed shrimp. I mean, not sauteed shrimp, Lord. The sauteed spinach. You don't want to add too many seasonings to it, but you are going to cook this until, the spinach turns a dark green color. And we're just going to set this to the side until we're ready to use it for presentation time. Okay, guys, so we're ready to make our sauce. So we're going to start off with a 1/2 cup of Pinot Grigio, guys. Y'all know I do the little 4-pack. And it's enough for you to drink one still while you cooking, and then have the 2 for your meal. So you're going to add a 1/2 cup of Pinot Grigio, then 2 tablespoons of heavy whipping cream, 1 tablespoon of minced shallots, very, very finely minced, and then just squeeze some lemon juice in there. I squeezed about maybe 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. I really didn't measure it. Just take a whole lemon and squeeze. And then you're just going to whisk that all around. Cut your stove at this point on a level 4. And we want to bring it to a slight boil. We want our wine to start to reduce. And once it starts to reduce, we're going to then add in a whole stick of butter. Don't add it in all at once. I like to cut mine up into about 8 pieces. Add 2 or 3 pieces at a time. And then just fold that in and cut your stove down at this point to a level 2. And then the sauce is going to go from a cream color to a yellow color. It's going to be absolutely beautiful. And so I guess this is your traditional French butter sauce. I think it pairs so good with the crab and the shrimp. Your meal, people gonna be so impressed. I mean, your meal will go from like a level 10 to a level 20. But once your sauce is ready, you can place it to the side, and I'm gonna show you guys how to grill some lemons. You want your lemons to be nice and caramelized, guys. It's gonna make your stuff look pretty. So you want to cut a lemon in half and cut your stove on a level like a medium high heat, and just place them down. Just place them just down on your stove and let them go. And as you can see, you'll see when they're ready because the pan will start to be caramelized, and that's pretty much it. And we are now ready for presentation time, because I know that's why you clicked on this video, because my presentation was just off the chain. So we're gonna start off with these plates that I got from Walmart. You want a rectangular plates because that's how McClune plated. They plated on a rectangular plate. And then I'm just gonna take some mashed potatoes. These were left over, and I'm just going to take my ice cream scooper, put 4 scoops on there, then take my spoon and kind of, you see the movement I'm doing, kind of spread it out on there. So that way, this is like your base for your spinach and your shrimp to sit on. So then the sauteed shrimp we're gonna put on top of our mashed potatoes, guys. This is how McClune's do it. I told you I got the idea from McClune's. So then I'm gonna take my beautiful stuffed crab shrimp that came out the oven, and I'm going to place 4 pieces on each plate. Y'all see how I changed my voice? Because that's how the shrimp and the crab is giving me like this voice. So once that's done, now we're going to add the sauce. The sauce, guys, you can pour as much sauce as you want to, but just make sure each piece of shrimp and crab have sauce on it. I like to pour enough so that it's like seeping off the plate a little bit, so then you can take your mashed potatoes and put it in the sauce. Ooh, so good. So then you wanna, don't forget those lemons, guys. We didn't grill those lemons for nothing. So we want to put our lemons on the corner of the plate and then take some fresh parsley or some parsley flakes or some chives and just, garnish your plate, guys. And that's it. So beautiful, so decadent, so moist, so just magnifique. It's just wonderful, guys. Y'all gonna love this. I got so much more to show y'all for Valentine's Day. It's gonna be just lit. But be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure you guys are washing your hands, and I will see you guys on my next video.